first off, I'm just doing my normal everyday kind of foundation routine using my L'Oreal Illumination base, my Mercier Silk Cream foundation and my MAC Pro Longware Concealer. And I want to make sure that I have a flawless base so that the scales look really vibrant, and then they also have something to stick to so that they're really pigmented and stuff. So I'm just doing my normal foundation routine. Okay, so to start off with the eyebrows, I'm just combing them out to ensure that they're in place really nicely, and I wanted to do like a gradient effect on my eyebrows, and because obviously I don't have any purple eyebrow products, I just decided to use some lipstick, and it just worked just as well. So I'm taking this lighter purple lipstick and then I go in with a darker purple to do the tail of my brow so that it's really gradient. And then I'm also going to go in with my NYX Jumbo eye pencil just to put them at the start of my eyebrows so that it gives even a more kind of gradient effect, just to lighten them up a little bit, because I really wanted them to look really ombre and smooth. So I just took a little bit of Jumbo eye pencil and then combed it out to make it look a little bit smoother. And then I took like a light pink shadow and just set that in place, and then went in with a darker purple to set the other darker colours in place as well. And then to get the kind of scaly effect on my face, I actually used these tights, and they're kind of like a net effect. So what I did was just kind of place it over my face and make sure that it's really secure, because if this moves you can kind of muck up the scales and stuff. So I'm just taking this Illumination cream, and it's kind of gold, and I use this because I wanted to kind of pop through the colours that I use, and also so it's kind of like a tacky base so that the shadows really do stick to it. And then I took this kind of green colour, and the theme for the scales I went for was kind of green, purple and a blue, kind of like the sea kind of colours. And then I also added a little bit of pink just to kind of snazz it up a little bit, and then I went in with this pink colour and just placed it on with a brush to be more precise. I'm then going in with this Makeup Revolution foil finish eyeshadow and just placing this on the scales as well, just to make it look more shimmery and glowy, and it just makes it look so pretty. And then when you take off the tights, you want to make sure you do it really carefully, because you can obviously smudge the scales, so you want to take it off really carefully. And I just done the exact same process on the other side of my face, so now I'm just applying that foil finish eyeshadow onto my lid as a base colour. Taking a matte brown and just putting this through my crease just to smoke it a little bit and just make it more dramatic, but obviously you can use whatever colours you want, but I wanted to obviously keep the eyes a little bit neutral because there is a lot going on the face. I'm then going in with my NYX Jumbo eye pencil and using this as a brow bone highlight, because I want to obviously get the contrast between the purple brows and obviously my highlights so that they really stand out. So I'm just taking a white base and then going in with my NARS Albatross highlighter to highlight my brow bone. I'm just applying some mascara, and I actually applied false lashes as well. However, the false lashes I used were more on the natural side, but really kind of false, fluttery looking pointy ones would also look really cool with this look as well, because obviously it is a dramatic look, and obviously you can go all out because it's Halloween as well. So I would kind of wear more dramatic lashes, but I just kind of played on the safe side on more natural ones. So for my lips, I just lined them with this Essence Kajal lip liner, and then I went in with the light purple lipstick I used at the start for my eyebrows, and basically done the same kind of technique on my lips as I done on my eyebrows, kind of like the gradient ombre effect. So I just placed the lighter purple in the centre and then the darker purple around the outer edges of my lips. Okay, so first of all, I started off to create the wounds. I used the Duo eyelash glue, but obviously you can use whatever eyelash glue you wanted, and I just placed this on the areas where I wanted to create the wounds, and I done it with my finger to kind of give it a more messy effect, and yeah, I just basically placed it on my skin wherever I was wanting to do the open wounds, so I just patted that on with my finger. Then And to make the wounds more realistic, you want to split a piece of tissue paper open so that the pieces aren't too thick, and you just want to kind of rip little bits off and stick them where you put the glue, just so that they have a more kind of textured and realistic effect, and it just makes it look so much better than applying it onto your real skin kind of. So this kind of obviously indicates fake skin, obviously it makes it look amazing, so I would highly recommend using tissue paper. Then you just want to smooth out the edges by applying some more eyelash glue so that it blends into your own skin and looks as more realistic as possible. And then you want to go in with tweezers, or you could do it with your fingers, but you can kind of get more precision when using tweezers, and you want to just start pulling it away to make it look like you've got like a big hole in your skin and to make it look really realistic. With this hem tape, and this is used for like turning up your skirts and tops and stuff, but I just took this because it has like a really cool texture to it, and it makes it look like it's your actual muscle peeking through, so it adds a lot of texture, and using stuff like this makes it look a lot more realistic than just applying it onto a smooth surface. So now I'm just taking kind of purple, brown and red eyeshadows to give a kind of bruised effect to make it look really horrific and as if you've been in such like a mess. So I was taking some of those eyeshadows and just patting them around the wounds to give them a more realistic and believable look. And then here I just took a little bit of tissue paper and rolled it up, and what I done with this was put it around the outside of the wound to kind of give it some depth and to look like it's really deep into the skin, because if you just put it on a flat surface it doesn't have any dimension or depth to it whatsoever. So I just applied some nail glue and applied it around the wound, and it made it look really good and made it look really real. So I'd highly recommend doing this because it makes it look amazing, and yeah, it just looks phenomenal. So here I'm taking a black gel eyeliner and a red lipstick, and I'm just putting some of this onto the back of my hand, and obviously I don't have all the kind of special effect stuff, so I'm just basically making do what you kind of have in your collection. So I mix these colours together, and these give like the perfect kind of deep, clotty, like blood wound look ever. And you want to make the outside of your wound the darkest, so you can obviously see the dimension and the shadow, and it makes it look really kind of deep into the skin. And then obviously you want to apply it even darker in the actual middle of the wound, and then you want to fade out the colour on the outside to make it look more bruised and stuff. But mixing this black and red lipstick together made it look so real and made it look really amazing. So I highly recommend doing this if you don't have like special blood or whatever. And now I'm just taking a more kind of ready toned eyeshadow just to set that in place and to make it last all throughout the night. So I'm then going in with the same red lipstick and just filling it in to give it a really glossy and as if it's just happened look, so that it looks really real, and obviously just looks like the blood's just kind of sitting thick. And then I'm taking this fake blood and kind of putting it on quite thick to look like there's big thick blood clots within the wound, and it makes it just look amazing. And I got this fake blood from Tesco's, and it is really good, and I wanted to kind of make it drip, so I basically just dripped it out my nose and I kind of just started running, so it makes it look amazing. And yeah, I just loved how the blood turned out, so I really like that. So this is basically the final look, and I really hope you enjoy this video, guys. Give it a big thumbs up if you like, and let me know other videos you'd like me to do down below, and I will see you soon. Bye!